Okay, so welcome to the deep dive, everybody. Today we're looking at something really, really puzzling. And I think, this one, it's the 2015 disappearance of Anya Patel. And, she was huge in Bollywood, right?
Absolutely, a major star. And what we're using today to kind of, dig into all this is a script, actually. It's from the podcast Mysteries Unveiled. It's specifically the episode called The Disappearance of Anya Patel, a Bollywood enigma.
Right.
So that's what we're going to be pulling from today.
Right, yeah. And, I think what we really want to try to do for you guys is unpack some of these details of this mystery because it's endured for years and there's still no answers. And it's bizarre.
It is. It's not one of those celebrity stories that just kind of fades away and everyone forgets about it. And, part of what makes this case so interesting and why it's stuck with us for so long is that there are absolutely zero strong leads, even after all this time. And as we go through the script for Mysteries Unveiled, you'll see how they lay out, the when and the where of it all. And they also get into some pretty heavy stuff like, just how much pressure comes with being famous and how that can really make someone vulnerable.
Yeah, so let's back up a little bit. Okay, for those listening, who was Anya Patel before she vanished?
Right. So our source here tells us that she was really a rising star in Bollywood and not just, someone on the scene. She was totally captivating people with her performances.
I guess also just acting. She was known for her charity work too, right?
Yeah, exactly. The script points this out, that she was pretty heavily involved in philanthropy, especially advocating for children's education and women's rights. It makes you, doesn't it, like when you look at the whole picture, it suggests that she was someone who really wanted to make a difference?
It does. It really adds a layer to her disappearance. To think that she was using her position to try to do some good in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, according to the script, she was a graduate of the National School of Drama, which I understand is pretty prestigious.
Oh, absolutely. It's incredibly competitive to get in and a highly respected acting school in India. So, this wasn't some overnight success. She really put in the work and earned her recognition.
Okay, so let's talk about the night she disappeared. March 15th, 2015. She was at the premiere of a movie, Eclipsed Hearts, at the Regal Cinema in Mumbai. Anything jump out at you about that night?
Well, the script says that people who were there said she seemed to be in great spirits, talking to fans and the media, which is pretty typical for a star at a premiere. And actually, they even have a clip from a fan who was there that night.
Oh, wow. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Great.
The fan says she was so gracious taking time to sign autographs and pose for pictures. It's hard to believe she vanished that same night. It's kind of eerie, right? Like hearing them say that.
Yeah, you can just hear the shock in their voice. It really paints this picture of someone who was happy and approachable just hours before everything changed.
Chilling. So after the premiere, she was supposed to go to an after party at the Grand Mumbai Hotel. And they have her on CCTV leaving the cinema at about 11:45 p.m.
Right. And this is where things get weird or, maybe scary. She never showed up to the after party. We're talking a short distance in a big city. Like, for someone to just vanish between point A and point B, that's not normal.
Not at all. And the Mysteries Unveiled episode gets into the investigation, which sounds like it was massive.
Yeah, they talk about tons of interviews and reviewing mountains of surveillance footage. It seems like they really did try to figure out what happened in those missing moments.
But the script is clear about one thing. No real answers ever came up. They even have a clip from a police spokesperson talking about this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, so he says, despite our best efforts, we have not uncovered any evidence indicating Mrs. Patel's whereabouts. The case remains open, and we encourage anyone with information to come forward. Kind of a standard statement. Yeah. But the thing that really gets me is that there's still nothing after all this time.
Yeah, it just shows you how deep this mystery really is. It wasn't like she just decided to disappear on purpose. The authorities were stumped, and when that happens, the theories start flying, right?
Of course, and Mysteries Unveiled goes through some of the main ones. What were some of the big ones that stood out to you in the script?
Well, the first one, and maybe the one that jumps to everyone's mind, is foul play, right? That maybe something terrible happened to her between the cinema and the hotel.
Makes sense. It's a natural thing to think about in these kinds of cases, but they also talk about her maybe disappearing on purpose, right?
Exactly. The script suggests that, maybe the pressure of being famous got to be too much and she wanted to start over somewhere new. That's something we see sometimes with people who are constantly in the spotlight, the lack of privacy, the never-ending scrutiny. It can really mess with your head.
And then there's the possibility of her being kidnapped.
Yeah, the script mentions that too. With her being so vocal about social issues, it's possible that she might have angered someone or received threats. So that's another layer to consider when trying to figure out why she vanished.
So let's dive into that pressure of fame angle a bit more, because the Mysteries Unveiled episode actually has some insight from a psychologist named Dr. Meera Sharma, who specializes in working with celebrities.
Yeah, this is a really interesting part. She talks about how famous people are under this incredible amount of pressure and how that can lead to serious stress and anxiety. She even says that it's not uncommon for them to want to escape from it all.
It makes you think about what it's really like to be famous, right? We see the glamour and the awards, but we don't see what's going on behind the scenes.
Right. And Dr. Sharma gives us a way to understand how someone like Anya, who seemingly had it all, could still be struggling and maybe even looking for a way out. It doesn't mean she planned it all out, but that need to escape the spotlight could have been a big factor.
And then there's Anya's family. The script talks about her mother, Priya Patel, and her ongoing search for answers. It's heartbreaking.
It really is. They have a clip from Priya, and it's just so powerful. It reminds us that behind all the theories and speculation, there's a real family dealing with this unimaginable loss.
Yeah, here it is. She says, "Not a day goes by that we don't think of Anya. We just want to know what happened and bring her home."
You can just feel the pain in her voice, but also the hope.
It's a good reminder that for them, this isn't just some unsolved mystery. It's their life, and it's never going away. And Mysteries Unveiled episode brings up a really good point. Anya's disappearance sparked some important discussions about the downsides of fame and the need for better mental health support in the entertainment world. It's like her case was a wake-up call. It showed everyone how vulnerable even the most successful people can be, and it forced a conversation about the pressure they're under.
If you think about it in a bigger context, it shows that fame doesn't protect you from danger or from your own struggles, and it raises questions about how we support those who live their lives so publicly.
So we're at the end of our deep dive here, and we still have so many unanswered questions. What really happened to Anya Patel after she left that cinema? Was it foul play? Did she walk away? Or was it something we haven't even thought of? It's just wild that there's still nothing concrete after all this time.
It really is, and what happened to her had a huge impact on Bollywood and on how we think about fame and mental health. It's a reminder that even the biggest stars are human and that we don't always see what's really going on.
You know, the original podcast episode, the one we're looking at today, it ends by asking anyone with information to contact the Mumbai Police Department. It's a small thing, but it shows that people are still looking for answers.
And maybe as you go about your day, this deep dive will make you think about the pressures that celebrities face. We see the red carpets and the awards, but we don't see the moments when it all becomes too much. You know, Anya Patel's story, even without a clear ending, it makes us think about the price of fame and the reasons why someone might just disappear.
Definitely. And thanks for listening to The Deep Dive.
Thanks, everybody.